You good? Yeah. Okay. Ready? Hey everybody, it's your boy Chris. Welcome back to the Off Air Podcast. With me as always is my boy John.
I wish I wasn't here.
Then why'd you show up? No one forced you.
I need the paycheck.
Oh,
Wait,
that's not how it works though. I'm not gonna get into the financial specifics of our company, but welcome back. We are back for another week in a row. Haven't done this in a while, have we?
no,
Finally back on a reasonably regular schedule.
we're not.
We're not.
We're really not. It's supposed to be Saturday, not.
Yeah, but
It's Sunday, damn it.
Yeah, but like we're back on like a regular weekly schedule. Like we haven't been in months. We were lately doing like a monthly, bi-monthly schedule for a little bit ever since like
Holidays.
I want to say like since November. I don't think we've been like on a weekly basis since like November, maybe October.
I think between
even.
November and December we had 3 weeks in a row.
Like, yeah, like a short streak, right? Meanwhile, like we were doing weekly like back when we started the show last. Whoa. It's almost a year. We started the show last March.
What? Oh yeah, we have.
What? Wow. All right. So what is going on? What do we have to cover from the last week? Do you want to start? Should I start?
I want to start because
Go
I
right
got
ahead,
something
my boy.
interesting.
Okay.
Netflix has unveiled a new
Yes.
series.
Yes.
Called Masters of the Universe
Yes.
Revelation.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
A little bit.
He-Man. I know. I'm so excited about this.
And they also unveiled who's gonna be starring in the show, and a lot of these names are very surprising. Like Mark Hamill's playing Skeletor.
Perfect.
We have Kevin Conroy as Merman. Harley Quinn Smith, which is Kevin Smith's daughter, as Helena. Who's also playing He-Man? All right, Chris Wood as Prince Adam / He-Man.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a lot more.
Yeah. So they haven't set a premiere date yet.
No, but they're currently working on the. I believe it's gonna be animation.
Yeah. Oh, so this is a Kevin Smith project.
Yes.
Apparently, that's great. I think he would definitely. I think he definitely has good hands for this project to be in. That is already a fantastic cast. I'm pretty excited about.
Especially with Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, and Mark Hamill. I mean, this is.
They're both best friends. One plays Joker, the other one plays Batman.
I mean, yeah, they've both been in the industry for a long time, and they worked pretty close together back in the '90s with the animated series.
And everyone knows that we keep losing Hamill to the dark side.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about where Lucasfilm is now.
Jokes.
Yeah. But yeah, Kevin Smith's animated Masters of the Universe series at Netflix has lined up a powerhouse voice cast: Mark Hamill, Lena Headey, Chris Wood, and an ensemble of Masters of the Universe Revelation, an anime-style series on which Smith serves as showrunner. The series will focus on the unresolved storylines of the iconic characters in the He-Man universe, picking up where they left off decades ago. So this is like a new. This isn't a reboot.
No.
They're taking place where the original series left off back in the 80s.
Whoa, shit.
That's nuts. Man, you want to get caught up? We should do a marathon. You want to watch He-Man? Let's do it.
Fuck, I'm done. I am so sorry. My phone just went off.
Welcome back to Inside Gaming.
What? No.
I wish we were running that show.
Huh?
I wish we were running that show.
Who knows? At this point, they're just hiring. Well, I'm not saying they're hiring anybody, but I like this new cast.
Oh yeah. Mattel Television is producing the series. Smith executive produces. Yeah. Produces with Adam Bonnet, who worked on the Descendants, Christopher Keenan from Batman Beyond, and Rob David, He-Man in the Masters of the Universe, original. Susan Corbin produces Powerhouse Animation, who worked on the Castlevania series in that's the animation studio's Powerhouse Animation. So I can definitely see if they're gonna go with like that sort of anime art style with a certain likely American twist.
More likely they're gonna try to stick with the original.
I'm sure they'll
but
go.
more updated with modern techniques.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they go with like a very similar art style to the original, but while still like taking a few things from, Powerhouse's animation style. I think it can work out pretty good. I think they'll maintain a very similar art style to the original, but having more modern, say, just more modern quality. You know what I mean? In terms of like fine lines, shadows, kind of like what you said. Um, uh, Man, this almost feels like remember back, like in the remember back in like around 2007 when a lot of American shows were like deriving from anime,
Yes.
especially anime that was popular at the time, like say, like
Shadow Showdown.
oh my god, that's a great example. Yeah, um, or the Batman, or Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yeah.
or Teen Titans, um, the like mid early 2000s time. This is kind of what reminds me of is that this is almost like a comeback of that sort of era. Now that we're seeing this and how there was the Castlevania series, what else? Or some of the new DC comic shows, or at least, well, I don't know. DC is always put out quite a bit of TV shows,
Right.
and now with like their Harley Quinn show and like other shows that they've had, other animated shows that they've had on their streaming platform.
That's the one thing they're really good at is the animated shows.
Yeah. Oh, DC has always had a great powerhouse for animated shows. Not in cinema though, lately, but I am excited for the new Wonder Woman. But with the whole cartoon thing, DC's been on that for a while. But like this feels sort of like we're coming back to this American anime type of thing. You know what I mean?
Another renaissance.
Yeah, especially with Netflix. Like they came out with a ton of anime last year.
Oh yeah.
Like Castlevania or the new Berserk, which I wasn't too into personally in terms of animation, but it was cool. And
Godzilla, the animated.
there was the Godzilla one. There was Devilman Crybaby was a great one too.
Yeah.
That came on Netflix. And a bunch of other shows that like a bunch of anime that came out on Netflix last year. So excited to see what's coming up next, especially with this He-Man project.
You have something about
do we want to talk about the latest contender in smartphones?
I was gonna talk about E3, but you can do that first.
Oh, E3.
That's not good news.
Oh, well then I'll do my thing real quick and then we'll get into that because
Yeah.
I'm sure your thing will be a whole rant. But
It's not. It's a eulogy.
Oh,
Start. So I heard about this new Samsung.
I was about to say the S20.
No, I heard about the Z Type.
Oh, that too. I guess we can touch on both. Okay.
They're both touchscreens.
Okay. I didn't even mean to make that. Did you just force pun me? How dare you?
Sorry,
How dare you?
I got infected by our punny friend.
I don't want to get into Austin.
He's sick and I think he got me.
I hope not.
No.
Hang out tonight. Anyway, this is this phone is
Smooth.
has an insane spec sheet. Insane. Let me see if I can just pull up the exact spec sheets for these. I wonder if. Let's see if Phone Rain has a full spec sheet. No, that's actually okay. Nope, don't want to do that. But from what I know about it so far, there's three different ones. There's the S20, the S20 Plus, and the S20 Ultra. And these phones are slightly longer than their previous models from last year with the S10. Here we go. Here's a quick list. So, at least just for the S20, of course, they're carrying Android 10. Android no longer based their names off of food and desserts. So the dimensions of this thing. Well, first of all, it's Wait, no, that's a millimeter. Well, okay. The screen is 6.2 inches, and that's the small one. That's the S20, 6.2 inches. So already a little bit big, but the resolution it's a QHD OLED panel.
Of course it is.
I mean, Samsung, they have the best displays in the industry right now. Even Apple is using their displays on their latest iPhone.
Meanwhile, Apple's like, no, shut up.
But yeah, it's a QHD plus. So when you first get the phone, it's in 1440 resolution, and it operates at 60 hertz. However, this phone has 120 hertz capabilities. The only thing is the resolution goes down slightly to 1080.
So what I'm hearing is my phone would more likely have better resolution than my actual computer monitor.
Oh my god, yes. The refresh rate on this thing is absolutely
My
insane.
computer monitor actually is at 60 refresh rate.
Mm-hmm. This thing's double that.
Fuck you.
I mean, I think this is going to be the new big trend for phones this year. Last year, I mean, for a while, 60 hertz has been the standard. And last year, 90 hertz became a little bit of a new standard with the OnePlus phones that we were talking about that came out last year. That had 90 hertz refresh rates, and the Pixel had a variable 90 hertz refresh rate that you were able to lock on it, but the battery on it wasn't so great. Speaking of which, the battery on the S20 is 4,000 milliamp hours. That's huge.
That's a
big ass battery.
That's a chunk.
Which, I mean, it makes sense considering the brightness and resolution and refresh rate of this big screen. And on top of that, the RAM is configurable between 8 and 12 gigs. How long has it been that we've been able to talk about phones that have 8 to 12 gigs of RAM on them? That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, are you trying to render the moon?
The storage, the baseline storage is 128 gigs. It does have a micro SD expansion, so you can actually, at its highest configuration and with that micro SD expansion, you can get up to a terabyte of storage, and that's on top of that, you could also get practically unlimited cloud storage between Samsung and Google. So you can have a terabyte of flash storage on this $1,000 phone. Which that's another thing too, is that these are some pretty high specs, but this is also a really expensive phone. The starting price is $1,000. The S20 Ultra, I want to say, is $1,400. That's almost expensive as like my laptop was. Like, that's an insanely expensive phone, but has all of these specs. And let's see if I can bring up the exact specs of the S20 Ultra, just so I'm not.
At this point, I'm thinking to myself,
it's crazy.
I'm thinking to myself, man, these phones are expensive, but a console is cheaper.
You're right? It's crazy.
I can make a computer that's cheaper.
Yeah, no, you can actually, but the S20 Ultra display is 6.9 inches. That's a long screen. That's almost 7 inches. That's a long screen. So, and the S20 Ultra also has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. That's like 3 days of battery life, something crazy. And it has a bigger 5G modem that can use millimeter wave out of the box.
Huh.
And that's only one of, I want to say, 2, maybe 3 phones in the market right now that can do that. One of which being the previous S20, or rather S10 5G from last year that can do that. I think the latest iPhone also has a 5G modem built in that you can get with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I might be wrong about that though. Also, this one has a 108 megapixel camera on it. This thing takes bigger photos than my DSLR, which is insane. And apparently, the cameras on these are pretty dope, especially considering that. I want to say, how many cameras? Okay, so the S20 Ultra has a quad camera module, whereas the S20 and S20 Plus have 3 cameras. The S20 Ultra has the 108 megapixel, whereas the other ones go up to 16 megapixels. They go up to 48 megapixels on the telephoto. So they all have 3 cameras, one wide, one ultra wide, and one telephoto, right? Similar to the iPhone and the S10 from last year. However, these are higher megapixels, and apparently they have much better color science and dynamic range. What's up? You're looking at me like you have something to say.
I just only have one camera, so I don't care.
Oh yeah, I only have one camera on my phone too. We're still rocking the old iPhones from like 2013.
Well, we just lost a friend who's no longer able to use a phone.
Did we?
Richard?
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. So one of our friends has been carrying the iPhone 5 ever since it came out.
I thought it was a 4. No,
No,
it was
it's
5.
a 5.
His 4 is still locked.
Oh yeah, of course he get into the he can't even get into the 4 through his iCloud. I don't know what's up with that with their customer service on there.
It's been locked since what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was part of the issue that he went about so many attempts to try to unlock it, and he still tried to do it through his iCloud, but because of the amount of attempts he locked it to, it remained locked for like the next like year or 2 years or something crazy.
No, I think it was like 3 years.
Something like that.
It's like that number doesn't exist.
I don't even think you can do that anymore on the latest iPhones.
No,
because I remember people would get their phones locked for basically forever, for like 5 years, something stupid, for how many false attempts they had at trying to unlock it.
Yeah, because sometimes it rubs on in your pocket.
Yeah, and this was before Touch ID. These are the old iPhones from 10 years ago.
From this big man.
Jesus. But yeah, he's been carrying the iPhone 5, and as of just a few months ago, I want to say, Apple is no longer having iOS support for the iPhone 5.
Right.
So, and he also doesn't have enough room for the latest
patch.
Yeah, for the latest iOS update.
It's 11 gigabytes, but his actual phone itself max is about
16. Yeah.
But it's not including
Man.
and he can't even have his phone contacts if he wants it.
That's hilarious. No, because the thing is that Richard likes to preach about like how long he's had that phone and how long he'll have it before he can update, because he's had it for like
God knows when.
6 years, something crazy. The typical person will upgrade their phone like every 3 years, maybe. Some people update their phones every year.
Mad lads. Take
Yeah.
him out back. Put a gun in through his head.
He's over here now like, no, I need to upgrade.
Yeah.
It's been a regular conversation, like, why do you have to upgrade? And it's like, because, technology persists to improve, and 16 gigs is laughable storage. That's not even like...
That's not legal.
That's memory. That's RAM.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, Chief. I'm gonna gift him a Motorola Razr.
Oh no,
the original one.
Oh, I still have mine. I still have the original. Razr.
So do I.
You can still activate it if you wanted.
No,
to.
it's fun. It's funny because it'll look like the new one.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, here's your new touchscreen shit. He's like, all right, I guess. Just opens up. It's still all like original analog shit.
Let me see before we move on. I wanted to get like a full spec sheet of these various configurations of the S20. But yeah, like, it's insane numbers that we're seeing now. With smartphones, people are asking if we've reached peak smartphone
Size?
No, peak smartphone in general, like in terms of specifications. And I don't think smartphones are going to get much bigger. I think smartphones are going to get thicker in order to, hold larger batteries. Oh no, that's not what I went to Samsung's website. I'm trying to find a spec sheet. Has no one posted a spec sheet? A cheat sheet? Normally, I expect The Verge to have a spec sheet by now. But I guess the phone is still very new. No. Okay, well, that's okay. I think we went over most of the specs anyway. But what I wanted to say was that, it's just crazy the numbers that we're seeing now with smartphones, and people are asking if we've reached peak smartphone.
No, it only goes up.
I mean, yeah, because, sure... I think we are slowly getting closer and closer to where, like, all of our tech is sort of blending together with the specifications they can carry. Of course, you're always gonna be able to like put more into something bigger. Like you're always gonna be able to put a much faster CPU and more storage and RAM into a PC than you could into a phone.
Listen, all I care is where's my holophone at?
That's a good question. Well, okay.
It'll be the size of a pencil, and then when you open it up, it opens up to the size of an iPhone.
Well, I think that's probably where we're okay. So here's my
take.
Yeah, is that the line is blurring between all of our tech between mobile and desktop. That like there's this whole thing about tech is becoming more seamless. We talked about it before. That and Apple has talked about it, and Google kind of wants this too. In fact, I think most tech companies want this. Is that the purpose of the purpose of laptops is to replace PCs. The purpose of tablets is to replace laptops. The purpose of smartphones is to replace tablets. The purpose of smartwatches is to replace smartphones. And eventually, all technology will be seamless. Once AR and once we have like effective holographic technology, we probably won't even be carrying smartphones anymore. We'll just have fully integrated technology and regular things we wear like watches and earbuds and smart glasses and stuff like that. Meanwhile, we'll just have PCs and other pieces of tech for more specialty purposes. Kind of like cars. We talked about this last time, right?
We talked about this exact same way. And I'm going to say the same joke. Cut to Wall-E.
I don't think Wall-E is the future, because the idea is that we're using less stuff. And the issue with Wall-E is that we had too much stuff.
No. Cut out the bullshit about the environment.
What? No.
No, not in Wall-E. We're talking about the Wall-E where it's like, all right, everyone's fat. Everyone has their hover chair with their hover phones.
No. Because that's not the future either. Because the issue with Wall-E is that there was no like effective medical technology to keep people from getting so fat and lazy, and also because people are too. I don't know. Maybe it's just my perspective and philosophy, but my biggest issue, only because now you bring up the fucking Wall-E joke. My biggest, I love Wall-E and I like the message that it tells. But my biggest issue with Wall-E is that it ignores this idea that people are constantly dissatisfied with their lives and they want to keep on doing things to keep themselves from being bored. And I refuse the idea that the human population is going to sit around and do nothing for the rest of their lives. I do understand the idea of automation, and I don't think people are going to be working forever, and that's a whole different conversation. But I feel like people are constantly bored and dissatisfied with their lives and constantly want to be preoccupied doing stuff and just, constantly distract themselves until they die. That's as bleak as that is. That's my biggest problem with Wall-E, is that I don't think people are lazy. I think we're the opposite. I think we're actually constantly trying to distract ourselves and find things to do. So I don't think we're ever going to be like sitting on our asses doing nothing, even if everything is being done for us. I think we're always going to have something we want to do.
I mean, I did point out my issue when we watched the movie.
I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't know. It was like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we were watching
Wall-E.
This is.
How do we end up talking about Wall-E?
Future technology.
Yeah, but no, you were gonna say.
My one complaint was, where do they get the food?
Where are they? Oh yeah, I didn't even want to get into that
because they're constantly throwing away shit into space. Where are they getting the mass?
Well, yeah, that's another issue.
They're eating people.
I don't
because they maintain population. Anyways, we're gonna move on because this is getting way off topic.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about how Wall-E's theoretically Soylent Green. Anyway, you had something to talk about with E3. Now I need to get into the bad news, apparently. You guys went about this whole rant about future tech, and now we're going to get into this shit.
Into the other tech industry. E3, Entertainment Electronics Expo, has recently received some bad news.
No.
Jeff Keighley, also known as the guy who hosts the Video Game Awards, or the VGAs, has announced on Twitter recently this week that he's no longer attending after 25 years.
Holy shit.
He said this is coming out after he heard their new recent plans with E3 that he was not a big fan of, and told him that he would not be hosting this year.
Wow.
This is another major blow after, I believe, last year's Sony, that they never went to the E3.
Yeah, they didn't. Wow.
That they had their own off.
Yeah, they ended up having their own independent panel.
But it was still during E3 week.
Yeah, it was. They just weren't part of their,
Like on the actual expo.
Yeah.
After a while, people were talking about. I've heard this rumor, but apparently it's been finally confirmed. A couple months ago, I heard that E3 is trying to focus more on the consumer level, whereas they're getting more celebrities and influencers for the event. They don't want it to be like more of a tech expo anymore.
I see.
Which is not what E3 is. It was always, hey, this is new technology. Here, have a look. Play around with it.
More focused in games, where CES has been more of like the technology.
Recently, that's what CES used to be E3, but then they separated because game industry took off.
Yeah, so E3 is now gaming focused, where CES has remained basically like the World's Fair, focusing in technology. In the latest with that bigger companies have to offer.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying that if Jeff Keighley left, that means it's a very bad state at this moment.
Yeah, that's pretty concerning.
Especially since he's an E3 veteran, and two, he knows a lot of people in the industry.
Yeah, so there's already a few articles about let's say saving E3. Let's say this company wants to save E3 2020 by inviting Keanu Reeves. I guess that's welcome. That was nice seeing him last year, but I don't know. Apparently Nintendo will attend E3 2020. It'll be a different kind of show this year. And IGN is saying only fans can save E3. I don't even know which article I want to focus on more. I guess we can go down the line. This one is from CCN about Keanu Reeves. Okay, not much. Okay. So on Twitter, Limited Run Games announced its Limited Run Saves E3 live stream on June 8th at 3 p.m. ET. This company will be streaming announcements on its Twitch channel. It's unclear which new physical game releases the company is planning to announce. However, Limited Run joked that its event is definitely high budget in-person press conference. The company also said that it's inviting Hollywood actor, Cyberpunk 2077 star Keanu Reeves to the event. It's not been officially confirmed that Reeves will be at the event. So Keanu hasn't confirmed anything. This is fairly recent news. When was this posted? This was just posted yesterday. Okay, so for one, Limited Run Games is doing their own thing apparently on Twitch. Come around the same weekend as E3 this year, that they want to get Keanu Reeves involved. That's different. And then apparently Nintendo wants to attend E3 and do a different thing this year. Nintendo will attend E3 2020. E3 event organizer, the Electronic Software Association, has confirmed. The announcement was made last night in a statement detailing plans for this year's show, released following a bruising day for the ESA in general. Yesterday afternoon, a draft of the event's website popped up online early, and an incomplete list of publisher attendees, which omitted Nintendo, sparked gossip. The platform holder would be the latest to drop out following Sony ditching the show in PS5's launch year. Shortly after, Game Awards host and E3 stage producer Jeff Keighley said he would not attend this year's event in a statement posted to Twitter. Just going over that. Responding to questions about this decision to quit, Keighley said he decided not to attend based on a combination of reasons. Don't really feel comfortable participating given what I know about the show as of today, he added.
Yeah.
Okay, that's concerning.
That's what a lot of people started thinking about. Because
Okay.
the last, 2 weeks have been really bad for the industry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were talking about that last week.
Well, no, I forgot one major topic.
What's that?
Rockstar Games. One of their founders left.
Oh, shit.
Hold on. What's his name? I just had his name.
Okay.
Dan Houser.
Damn.
Dan Houser left.
Wow.
within 2 days, their stock crashed about 20%.
Ooh, that's tough. Oh, damn, that's concerning.
He has not announced that he's going to be another company. More likely, this is his retirement.
Oh,
damn. But
I mean,
this is when
if it's retirement, I mean, hopefully it's not like a tough thing for the company in terms of like.
Well, because
hopefully it wasn't any bad blood or anything.
No, because his brother's still running it.
Okay.
The other Housers.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying, well, he was the main key focus from the Grand Theft Auto series, the Red Dead series.
Oh yeah, he's been there forever.
Bully. He was one of the main writers. So
yeah,
if he's gone, they're wondering who's still left in charge of Grand Theft Auto 6.
Ooh, yeah.
Because it's still in development. They don't know.
Oh yeah, people have been waiting that game for a minute now. So still looking forward to. Hopefully they can manage these big projects. I mean, Rockstar has been a fairly respected name in the industry.
Although they've done some shady practices every once in a while.
Yeah, they have. I don't know. It's one of them. I mean, in terms of like their releases in the games, they've always been respected. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 was the best selling game like overnight.
Right.
One of the best selling games of all time.
It broke a record within 2 days of earning $1 billion.
Exactly. So
I know because I'm the one that gave one of my money to it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's concerning. Hopefully, Rockstar can get something together for their next games that they have working on that have been in development for a while now too. So, yeah, that's
it's very concerning.
Yeah, considering to be that's a really that's someone who's been deeply in involvement to be leaving in the middle of development of one of their next big titles. So I don't know. That's definitely something we'll be hearing more of later.
More likely,
you know.
We'll probably hear more around E3.
Oh, for sure. Once June comes around, there'll be a whole lot more news about that.
And of course, I'll probably be talking about that one game that refused to mention now. Yeah.
Okay.
We both know which game I'm talking about.
And there was more about this. There was more on this thing with Nintendo and E3.
Yeah, they have their Nintendo Direct.
Well, apparently they still want to be at E3. So while the importance of E3 has been questioned over the years, as publishers such as EA opt to hold their own separate events, it's fair to say the overall sentiment within the industry towards E3 has shifted dramatically after the ESA leaked the personal details of thousands of attendees from previous years via the E3 website last summer.
Oh yeah, that was recently brought up.
That did happen. Last night's statement confirmed that events repositioning, details of which also previously leaked, to focus more on live events and stage experiences, which feature special guest gamers, celebrities, and digital programming on the show floor. So yeah, just like you said, that they're bringing in more influencers,
which a lot of people were not a big
kind
fan
of on the fence of. Yeah, I can see some people might be a fan of it, some people might not be, because I mean, I don't know, it's definitely, let's say against tradition, and I guess it could be worrying how, like, because the thing with E3 and CES and these big events is that it's the opportunity for the heads and developers of these companies
to talk about what they're working on.
Yeah, because this is their opportunity to basically to give all the latest news, straight from the people developing it, straight from the horse's mouth, and it's just it's the biggest event of the year in gaming, and to see that it's kind of slowly falling apart with various big names leaving and moving back and forth between it, and now bringing influencers, it just seems kind of like just a method to get more people to watch. Whereas, I mean, I'm sure that a lot of these influencers, I'm sure they're bringing on like various streamers and YouTubers, what have you, that are into the industry. They're not exactly part of the industry, and like no offense to like any to any streamers, there's a whole culture around gaming with because I don't know, in the end streamers and YouTubers, we're all just more heavily involved fans, but we're not like part of these companies. We're not we're not
Right.
we're not the people who get to decide,
Or
or
we're not your PR team.
yeah,
That's what I want to say. We're not the PR team.
yeah, like this just seems like a way for the ESA to get more people to watch E3, whereas these people can't really deliver much on that, considering that this is a focus for these companies to tell us what's happening on their latest projects, and influencers aren't going to have anything to say about that. They can give us their thoughts just like how they would anyway on their streams and on their videos. I mean, that's what we do, in a sense. So I don't know. It just seems like a way just to get people to watch, but in the end, it's not really going to be doing much for the event, considering that these are not people that are part of the industry in the sense that they don't know what's being developed. You know what I mean? Like,
what I basically
influencers are not developers.
No.
They don't know what projects are being worked on. They don't know. They don't know the intimate details of the process of these products being released. You know, like a lot of them may be given the opportunity to like test and get more involved with these companies at times. Some of them have sponsorships, but like these aren't the people that are working on the games or on the latest tech that's being released. So it's just.
I mean, for personally,
different.
my take is if I want to see an influencer, I'll go watch
Their stream or their videos.
their streams or TwitchCon.
Yeah, or TwitchCon. Yeah, like
yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is that E3 isn't a convention. It's
an expo.
Yeah, it's meant for announcements. It's panels. It's
more hands-on, like hands-on tech demos.
Yeah, and it's not the same purpose as a convention. And I feel like the ESA is trying to create that culture here just to get more people to watch, which I don't really know how I feel about that.
I don't know. I'm just an angry Zoomer.
Yeah. Highlight will be to debut of an all-new floor experience that will be streamed to bring exclusive conversations with leading industry innovators and creators to attendees and fans worldwide. The ESA statement reads, it sounds similar to what Kaylee had previously produced as part of his E3 Coliseum event. Publishers confirmed to attend the show this year include Xbox, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Bethesda, Sega, Capcom, Square Enix, Take-Two, Bandai Namco, and Warner Brothers, with doors open from 9th to 11th of June. So a lot of the regular big names, so Nintendo will still be attending. I guess it was just sort of like maybe a typo somewhere in there with the initial announcement. And of course we're going to see Xbox, but again, as of now, Sony is still not part of it. And neither is EA, but
EA is usually like tagged on with someone else.
They tend to be at times. It depends on whether or not they might be collaborating on a certain project. They've done that before, or that they might include some of their games on the Xbox panel, or they've worked together previously with Nintendo and with Square Enix even, and Warner Brothers. So I don't know.
I do know this year's gonna be interesting for Ubisoft.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we were talking about this
last week,
where there's been
major delays.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting because they gotta, they gotta present something.
They have to have something. And we're all hoping that this delay means that they're giving more time and attention to their projects rather than putting out a new game every year. That's kind of half-assed.
Yeah, because remember last year they pushed back 3 major games.
Mm-hmm.
This year was only supposed to release 2. Now they're releasing 5.
Yeah, so they've been kind of inconsistent with their
methods.
Yeah, and with their production and their with our announcements.
But
so yeah, it'll be interesting for Ubisoft. Hopefully they bring something promising, whether it be new titles or it'll likely be new additions to their titles they've had for a long time. Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, possibly. We're kind of really just hoping that these new titles would be, I don't know, more impressive than the same thing over and over again like we've had from Activision and Ubisoft for a while.
What? Effort.
You know what I mean. So that's E3. It's definitely it's gonna be interesting this year.
Yeah. After our announcement last week, well, after our last podcast,
Mm-hmm.
BioWare.
Oh, yeah.
BioWare announced that they're remaking Anthem.
Yeah.
Don't even bother pulling it up.
No?
No, we're not even gonna talk about it. That's
Okay.
it. That's as much as they're gonna get.
Okay. I mean, are they actually gonna spend time on it this time? Or are they gonna?
They're gonna say they're calling it Anthem 2.0 update.
An update. Oh.
Well,
You think it'll have some sort of expansion too?
No.
No.
Fuck you. They're like how they're
it's like maybe we should clean the game that we put out that we supposedly had worked on for 7 years, but probably only worked on for like 5 minutes.
Don't give them that much time. No, fuck them.
It's like all I did was draw a gun on a piece of paper. The game comes out tomorrow.
What you mean? What do you mean we had to work?
No, we gave you 7 years and all this funding. Oh.
No, we need more. Huh?
So.
Yeah, it's been interesting. DICE Awards were this week.
Ah. Let's talk about that.
Control won 4 different awards.
Oh, Control was very impressive, honestly.
From Remedy Studios, which I'm hoping this is what's gonna give them a boost to give me my goddamn Alan Wake 2.
Let's take a look at the winners list in case anyone missed it.
I didn't go through it all.
Untitled Goose Game takes top honor.
Yeah, House, I guess, right?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we weren't expecting this.
Yeah, I mean, the game did great
it's a
last
fucking
year.
Meme.
It made it on our list last year for best of the year. Wasn't our number 1, but still, the game, simple as it may be, got a lot of praise. Which I don't know, it was just a lot of fun for a lot of people. Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding and Remedy Entertainment's Control couldn't best a naughty goose at the 23rd annual show in Vegas. The 23rd annual DICE Awards, presented by the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, were handed out at at the Area Resort and Casino in Las Vegas on Thursday night. Australian developer House took home the night's top prize, Game of the Year, the Untitled Goose Game. Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding and Remedy Entertainment's Control topped the field of nominees with 8 nominations each. Wow. But the former only took home 2 awards for technical achievement and audio design. So Death Stranding won awards for technical achievement in audio design, while the latter was honored 4 times. So Control won awards for game direction and action game of the year and music composition and art direction.
If you, my first actual time,
beautiful game.
It's a really beautiful game.
Yeah.
Remedy Studios is very dedicated.
Oh, for sure.
I would say they're basically the other version of CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, they're amongst the newer and smaller, but definitely more respected heroes of the industry, let's say.
The fact that they use their live action models.
Oh yeah.
In their commercials.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing it was Max Payne and Alan Wake trying to play Quantum Break.
Yeah.
It's like Max, why are you making that face? Stop it. He's like, We're talking about Max Payne 1.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That
takes me back.
Which is actually one of the face of the developers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So both games have been staples of this year's, or last year's, video game industry awards circuit, earning multiple nominations, including Game of the Year at both December's Game Awards and the upcoming Game Developers Choice Awards in March at the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. Untitled Goose Game took home 3 awards in total. In addition to Game of the Year, the indie also scored wins in the independent game and character for the titular foul. A total of 65 titles released in 2019 received nominations For this year's DICE Awards, winners are chosen by a panel of industry leaders. The event also featured the induction of longtime Sony exec Connie Booth into the AIAS Hall of Fame. The full list of winners below. So for Game of the Year, their nominees were Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, and Outer Wilds. Of course, Untitled Goose Game won Game of the Year according to DICE. Action Game of the Year. Nominees were Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Control being the winner. Adventure Game of the Year, Death Stranding, Luigi's Mansion 3, Resident Evil 2, and The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Winner was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
I was going to say, if it was Resident Evil, I was going to be upset.
Oh, no. Family Game of the Year, there was A Short Hike. It was a pretty good one. Dragon's Quest Builders 2, Ring Fit Adventure, Yoshi's Crafted World, and winner was Super Mario Maker 2. Hell yes. Fighting Game of the Year, there was Dead or Alive 6. I didn't even know that came out. Dead or Alive 6? That's great.
Wait, that series is still going?
Yeah, I didn't know. So Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, that was a great one too. Samurai Showdown, but winner was Mortal Kombat 11.
Of course it was.
Yeah, that's a given. Yeah, I really like Jump Force from last year though. That was a good one. Racing Game of the Year, there was Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Dirt Rally 2.0, F1 2019, Trials Rising, but winner was Mario Kart Tour. Are you okay with that, John? I know you're a racing game fan. I mean I like Mario Kart.
Not that one.
Not Tour. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, preferably, even though it didn't come out in 2019.
Mario 8 was Mario Kart 8 was fine.
You know,
Tour is not.
Okay, Mario Kart 8 came out like back in 2015.
I know, but Mario Kart 8 Tour.
Anyway, role-playing game of the year. There was Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy. Damn, what are we on? 16?
Yes, 16. Number 14. How many Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy Shadowbringers, Kingdom Hearts 3, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and winner was Outer Worlds. Sport Game of the Year, there was Madden NFL 20, MLB Show.
This doesn't count.
MLB The Show.
This doesn't
19, count. NBA 2K20, and NHL 20. NHL was nominated, but the winner was FIFA 20. Same game. Strategy and simulation of Game of the Year, there was Anno 1800, Oxygen Not Included, Slay the Spire, Total War 3 Kingdoms, but winner was Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Great things about that game from last year, actually. I think we should talk about that. I think we talked about that one on our list. Not live, but I think that was one that we discussed prior to going live. Maybe.
No.
I think I remember bringing it up, but we didn't decide on it, obviously.
No, but Oxygen Not Included is really good game.
Oh, yeah.
Same people who made Don't Starve.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great. Immersive reality technical achievements. There was Asgard's Wrath, Pistol Whip, Stormland, Westworld Awakening, but winner was Blood and Truth.
Huh.
Immersive reality game of the year, Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets, Traverse Saves the Universe, but winner was Pistol Whip. Outstanding achievement for an indie game. There was A Short Hike, Disco Elysium, Sayonara Wild Hearts, and What the Golf, but of course winner was the Untitled Goose Game.
Wow, I'm surprised Boneworks wasn't on there.
Right. Portal Game of the Year, Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sky, Children of the Light, and What the Golf, but winner was Sayonara Wild Hearts. Online Game of the Year. Okay. So nominees were Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, Tetris 99. I love Tetris 99. Wargroove, but winner was Apex Legends.
Yeah.
I think honestly I think Apex really did
they deserved it.
No, yeah, I think they did a great job for their genre.
We talked about this last time.
Yeah, they did. I think I remember them making a spot on our list actually.
That and plus I also talked about
Tetris 99
Game of the Year, the video game awards.
That's right. Yeah. Outstanding achievement in game design. So there was Disco Elysium, Outer Wilds, Sekiro, and Slay the Spire. But winner was Baba Is You. That was another pretty good one I heard about. Remember last year?
I heard nonstop about it.
Yeah. Outstanding achievement in game direction. A Short Hike, Disco Elysium, Outer Wilds, Untitled Goose Game. But winner was Control. Outstanding achievement in animation. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Days Gone, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, but winner was Luigi's Mansion 3.
Goo Luigi.
Outstanding achievement in art direction. There was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Concrete Genie, Death Stranding, and Resident Evil 2, but winner was Control. Outstanding achievement in character. Nominees were Jesse Fadden in Control, Cliff from Death Stranding, Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Grease, but winner was the Goose from the Untitled Goose Game. Can't believe that they actually won the character. That's great.
Honk.
Like, who will win? these
One feather boy versus
versus a Jedi, and oh my god, that's great.
A porter.
Yeah. Okay. Outstanding achievement in original music composition. Nominees were Arise, A Simple Story, Erica, Golem, Mortal Kombat 11, but winner was Control. Outstanding achievement in audio design. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Mortal Kombat 11, Resident Evil 2, and Sayonara Wild Hearts, but winner was Death Stranding. Outstanding achievement in story. Nominees were Control, Outer Wilds, Telling Lies, and The Outer Worlds, but winner was Disco Elysium. Outstanding technical achievement. Nominees were Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Concrete Genie, Control, and Metro Exodus, but winner was Death Stranding. Did a whole summary on that award show. But yeah, Untitled Goose Game really got a lot out of that. It's impressive. The underdog, the indie, won. It's impressive. Can't believe it.
Well, do believe it. And guess what? It is February, and next month a special game comes out. All right. 3 special games come out.
Okay.
We got the Animal Crossing New Horizons.
That's right.
We got Doom Eternal.
Indeed.
And Half-Life Alyx.
Yes. Oh damn, we gotta look at getting that Vive.
Valve just put out some screenshots of the game. Immediately everyone spotted one major Easter egg. The error sign when you're missing textures. They found it at the very top corner.
I see. Yep, that's
Everyone's like, yes, it's still there.
There it is. Wow, that's like verbatim. That's amazing.
They're like, wait, you guys have the source codes. What are you missing? Everyone's like, they forgot to install Counter-Strike.
Wow, that's amazing.
No, but yeah, the game's around the corner.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already around the corner. It feels like it wasn't that long ago that we were talking about it, being announced in E3 last year.
No.
Was it not?
No.
When was it announced last year?
It was announced like in November, like on their own.
Oh, wow, that's right. Yeah.
They're like, hey, here you go.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
oh my god, yeah, that's right.
Everyone's like, what?
Huh?
What do you mean?
You guys made a new game?
We used to make games. Now we make money.
How long has it been since Valve put out a new game?
Valve is basically Thanos. They put on the gauntlet. It's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Oh, this is great. Can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It has. Telling me.
I believe like last month they did a special where all their Half-Life games were free to play. So you can catch up on the story.
Absolutely.
All of it.
All of it.
From 1, Blue Shift, Green, Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Episode 2, and Episode 1. Still no Episode 3 or Half-Life 3.
Nope.
Yet.
Still waiting.
If this does good.
If it even happens. But yeah, who knows? I mean, considering that this was released, maybe we will see a third installment of the game. Who knows?
If I'm correct, we're probably gonna see concept art. I still have in my folder from God knows how long ago.
Oh my god, you saved the concept art? Remember that?
I have the whole concept game.
Oh god.
Like I still have like this stitched up story from the original Half-Life 2 beta.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable.
There's an actual, at this point it's technically a book. If you look it up on their Wikipedia. Where it's like the Half-Life 2 beta story. It's a completely different. There's still some major plot twist that are still used, but like it was much darker. You would have fought like flamethrower enemies.
There's actually a few things. So, okay, Black Mesa wants players to test its full 1.0 launch build,
which is the Zen build.
Yeah, Valve further refines the Steam VR beta. Looks ahead for Steam VR 2.0.
More likely they're gonna put out a new console.
Interesting, yeah.
Like the headpiece, because they put out new gauntlets.
Yeah, Half-Life remake Black Mesa is almost ready for its 1.0 launch. That's great. I remember first hearing about that about Black Mesa.
I remember going to ModMDB and downloading their demo.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Wow. How long ago was that now? Jesus.
That was back in, I want to say sophomore.
Wow. So that was like 2014.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
And they're like, hey, we're not sure if we're gonna keep working on it. Fucking Valve was like, Valve was like, go ahead. Like,
do it.
Do it. We don't have to do it.
This will make sense later. This will all make sense soon. Just do it. When the time comes, you'll know.
What do you mean?
The prophecy has been foretold. It's coming. No, I'm super excited for the future of Half-Life and what Valve has coming.
Well, it's a new decade.
Yeah.
And it's a new game.
You think it's been long enough? You think people have waited long enough? I think people have waited so long that they actually forgot.
I vibrated out of my skin before. I'll do it again.
Okay.
No, it's still like shocking to say, hey, Half-Life is coming out next month. Not, hey, they're still not making the game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that we're even talking about a new Half-Life game.
Well, I mean, they did.
It's a fantasy.
I mean, last year they did move into a bigger office.
That's true. That's true.
So that means they have more floors and more employees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're definitely on a higher production quality.
Because right now they're too busy like maintaining the other games.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're constantly upgrading security.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they have their VR project.
Oh yeah, that, and Valve is also running Steam, so it's a whole thing. Valve has been a bigger company in the industry, but they're still expanding. And there's a lot that they keep hands and eyes on between their various projects and things they constantly have going on. So, but it's good to see that that they're making new shit. So,
all right,
a lot of us are definitely happy about that.
Well, I guess that's it.
I guess so. It's been about that time, actually. I do want to take this opportunity, however, to say that we have new merch on our website.
We do?
We have official Off-Air Podcast merch. Check it out.
Well, sir, where can I get this shirt?
Pull it up real quick for people watching it. Well, on the Phantastic Productions website.
By golly.
FantasticProductions.com/store. Check it out.
By golly, where can I get this shirt?
So we have, we have new shirts as well as it's in the format. We have it. We have both new shirts and new sweatshirts and hoodies for the Off-Air Podcast. Exciting stuff. Get them now. It's available.
Go on, get.
So that's our shameless plug.
No, it's not.
Are you ashamed? No. I'm not.
I never. You're assuming I have shame.
I said it was shameless. You said it was not.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
I was shameless. Not shamed. Shameless.
You're assuming I fear God.
Anyway, thank you all so much for listening and watching and what have you. Be sure to check out the links in the description. The link, there will be a link in the below for the store. And we will see you next time and have a fantastic day.
Bye.
Bye.